Okay, let's start off with our neck. So we're just gonna look down and up. And one more time each way. And then center the chin and look side to side. And one more time each way. And then center the chin, take ear to shoulder. And one more time each way. And then center the chin, look down, and go into half neck circles. And one more time each way. And then bring the chin down before the head comes up. Drop the arms and go into some vertical arm scissors here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Step about shoulder width apart with those feet, arms up, and then roll it down. So active through that core, pull the belly button in, engage that deep inner core, and roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae, and then back up. So really focusing on that core strength to articulate down and then back up. Two more. Good, last one here. Awesome, and then we'll step even wider and let's go into trunk circles. So bend to the side and circle it down and around and come back on the other side and then other direction. And not just flopping it around, but nice and strong and controlled throughout. So strong through the core to control that. One more time each way. And other side. Good. Drop those arms, hinge forward at the hips, and then twist and tap. You can either tap here, center, in front, or you could tap alternating legs as you twist. Strong through the core, belly button in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're just gonna hang center. Good, just hang here. Straightening those knees to get a good stretch through the back of the legs. Gently allowing that lower back to just ease open. Relax everything to let yourself sink a bit deeper. And then pull the belly button in towards the spine, engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core, and roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome. All right, so we're going to bring it into about shoulder width apart with those feet. And just place in a position that's going to be comfortable for you, so I don't need you turned out in your hip. Chest stays lifted, belly button in. We're going to go into a set of squats here, so you're going to hinge forward, chest stays lifted, belly button in, press weight through the heels, and then when we come up, we're going to do alternating kicks to the side, but trying to stay center with that torso. So it's squat and then kick to the side, squat and kick. All right. So as you come up for that kick, try to reach that head tall towards the ceiling as opposed to bending or leaning to the opposite side, right? You kind of naturally want to do that to let your, leg open up for that kick. So you want to engage that core to prevent that and try to stay nice and centered and tall through that torso. Don't forget forming those squats so when you come down, you are pressing that weight into those heels. Squat and kick. Good. Press the heels. Chest stays lifted, belly button in towards the spine. Good. Kick, kick, squat and kick. Good. Now, if you want, for the last round here, you could bring your arms to a reach. Reach, kick, reach, kick, reach, kick. Good. Good, 10 more. 9, 8. Good, 2 more. 1, and last one. Good. Feet about hip width apart, and let's roll it down here. Strong through the core, roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae, letting it hang, straightening those knees to get a good stretch through the back of the legs, gently allowing that lower back to open up. Good. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core, and roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna grab, no, we're not, we're freestanding here. So we're going to step into our natural second position, natural turnout for that. Knees and toes in line when you bend them. Maintain that position in those hips and then open wide. So heels at least shoulder width apart, but if not, a bit further. And then we're gonna do plies. So you wanna make sure that that shoulder stays right over those hips. Don't lean forward. All right, and we're gonna put our hands into prayer position here. And as we go down into that plie, we're gonna twist to one direction, right? Not leaning forward, just a twist to the wall to the side, twist to the other wall. All right, so find a flow with that. Don't lean forward. Make sure those shoulders stay right over the hips, chest lifted, belly button in as you twist and twist, twist and twist. Good. Pulling belly button in, strong through that core to control this. So we get that plie, we get that leg work, and we get some extra core work here. Now you don't want to jerk this twist. You want it to be nice and smooth, right? So don't be too concerned about how far you twist, and don't try to jerk it. Just gentle. Good, 8 more, and then we're gonna switch to counts of 2. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we go down for 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, and down, 2, up, 2. 4 more. And 2, up, 2, 2 more, 2, up, 2, last 1, 2, now 4, take it low, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, go low, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, 4 more, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, and up, and down, and up. And last one, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, hands to hips. Take hips low and pulse, pulse, pulse it out here. Make sure that tailbone is tucked under or the pelvis is tilted forward, belly button in as you press, press. Try to maximize that burn on those quads. You can take it lower if you need more work here. Press, press, press it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're gonna hold bottom. Good. Hold nice and low. Not leaning forward, shoulders stay right over those hips. Now take it a little bit lower and hold strong. Almost through. Let's just go a little bit lower here, lower, holding. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, bring it up. Shake those legs, and we're gonna give those quads a quick stretch here. So point that knee to the floor, tilt that pelvis forward to accentuate that stretch on the front of the thigh. Good, and then other side, knee points to the floor. Tilting that pelvis forward, accentuating that stretch on the front of the thigh there. Okay, so next up, feet hip width apart. So we're going to start on this side, what it's going to look like. So this is going to be our front supporting leg. This other side, so if you're mirroring me, is going to come back and you're going to lunge. So you lunge back and then you're going to curtsy lunge here. All right, so we start just with singles of each. So we go lunge, curtsy lunge, lunge, curtsy lunge, lunge, curtsy lunge. Good. Keep going. Strong through the core, shoulders stay right over those hips. Eight, 7 and 7, 6, 1 more each way, 1 and 1. Good, bring it up. Now, the next time, still on this side, we still do 1 lunge, but for the curtsy, we're gonna pulse 3 times, low, and then come back to the lunge for 1. So it'll be lunge, and then curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. Lunge, curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. Good. Lunge, curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. Lunge, curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. Lunge, curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. 1 more like this. Lunge, curtsy, curtsy, curtsy. Bring it up, and then The next one we're going to do is one lunge, so still on this side, and then progressively down for 3 in that curtsy lunge. So one lunge back, lunge, and then we go down, 2, 3, lunge, down, 2, 3, lunge straight back, curtsy lunge for down, 2, 3, lunge, down, 2, 3, lunge, down, 2, 3, lunge, down, 2, 3, 2 more, lunge, down, 2, 3, and lunge, down, 2, 3. Bring it up. Good. Now we've got to do that all on the other side. So this is now our stabilizing foot, leg, and then this one is our mover. So we lunge back and then curtsy lunge back, singles, lunge, curtsy lunge, lunge, curtsy lunge. Good. Single, single, lunge, curtsy lunge. Good. Strong through the core, lunge and curtsy lunge. Lunge, curtsy lunge. Lunge, curtsy lunge, lunge, and curtsy lunge. 8, 8, 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and last one here. Good. Now we got to switch to the pulsing 3. So one lunge back and then pulse 3 curtsy lunges. All right. So we lunge back for 1, then across for 3, 2, 1. 1 back and then 3, 2, 1. 1 back, 3, 2, 1. 1 back, 3, 2, 1. 4 more like this. Lunge and 3, 2, 1. Lunge, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Lunge and pulse, 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 and lunge, pulse, pulse, pulse. Great thing about the second side on these is you're pre-exhausted from the first side. So now we're going to do that one lunge back and a progressive lowering for 3 in that curtsy lunge, then back to your single lunge back. So lunge back and then curtsy lunge for 3, 2, 1. Up, lunge back, and then curtsy lunge for 3, 2, 1. Lunge back for 1, and then 3, 2, 1. Lunge, and 3, 2, 1. Lunge, 3, 2, 1. 4 more. Lunge, 3, 2, 1. And lunge, 3, 2, 1. 2 more, and 3, 2, 1. Last one, lunge, and 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Not quite finished yet. So back to this side stays front. This leg's gonna step back in that lunge, but you're gonna just stay here with shoulders here. That back heel is up, and so shoulders right over those hips. And then we're just gonna go down for lunges, and we're gonna pulse them out. Okay, pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice and low, burn those quads. Press, press, press. Good, second set. Halfway through. And now we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're gonna hold this low. Good, hold low. Excellent, take it a little bit lower. And one more time here, go lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Switch sides, feet hip width apart. Now this foot steps back That heel is up, my shoulders over those hips, chest lifted, belly button in. All right, and bring it low and pulse, pulse, pulse it low. Halfway through. And now we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're gonna hold it low. Good, hold low. Take it a little bit lower. Almost said one more time, and that would be a total lie. Now bring it a little bit lower for your last time here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Awesome, bring it up, shake those legs. We're gonna give those quads a good stretch. Make sure you point that knee to the floor for those. And then you can tilt that pelvis forward, tuck the tailbone under, engage those glutes. All of those things will help you get a better stretch on that quad. All right, and then other side. Point that knee straight to the ground, so not out to the side. Might want to check it because sometimes you think you are, but then you're, out here. So look, make sure it's pointing down. Tilt that pelvis forward. Squeeze those glutes. Enhancing that stretch on the front of the thigh. Very good. All right, we're going to come down to the mat. And we're going to start with planks to pike with knee ins. So just saying that now, if you want, you could come to all fours and do alternating bird dog here, like opposite arm and leg, rather than doing the plank. You could also come and just hold low, or you could come and hold your plank. So we're going to do these from the push-up plank position. So those wrists right under the shoulders, feet about hip width apart, toes curled under here. So that pike part is where you pull that belly button up or into your spine and push that butt up, all right? So that's one part of these. So what I want you to do though when you come up is then pull a knee in and then put that foot back, come back down to the plank, and then switch to your other knee, all right? So plank down and bring that knee in, and plank, and knee in, and plank, and knee in, and plank, and knee in. Good. Twenty more to go. 1 and 2. Pull belly button in as you pull that knee in. 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more to go. Here's 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently bring the knees down, push back into child's pose, and just let that lower back ease open and relax. Relax those core muscles. Good. Bring it up here, and we're going to sit for some arms. So you could sit in a chair for these. You could sit with your feet forward, or you could even sit on your knees if that's comfortable for you. Main idea here is that you're able to maintain proper posture throughout. So what that's going to mean is I don't want you pulling those shoulders back. I want you to lift that chest from the sternum. Shoulders go back naturally when you do that. So I'm just not pulling, use my back muscles to pull them back. I'm lifting here with that chest. I'm engaging that core strong through the torso. And I want your shoulders down. So just to get a feel for that position, let's pull those shoulders up towards the ears and then let them drop. Where they drop, that's where I want them. Chest still lifted from the sternum, but shoulders drop. So we're gonna do 2 more shrugs like that. Pull those shoulders up towards the ears and then let them drop. 1 more time. Pull them up and let them drop there. All right, so we're gonna bring our arms out to either side at shoulder height. This is gonna be the center of your circle, which is gonna be a nice big circle back. All right, so we're gonna do circles back right away. Check in with that core. So you're really engaging that core so that you're not swaying back and forth and trying to use momentum, but really working through those arms and shoulders for this. Now, even though the shoulders are working, make sure you're keeping them down. And of course, those neck muscles. You really have to tell those exterior neck muscles to just stay out of this game. So just letting them relax and letting the arms do the work. And you may need to tell those exterior neck muscles several times to do that. So I'm engaging and re-engaging that core with each repetition, right? So that I'm not swaying, but I'm staying nice and anchored through that torso. So 3 more like this, and then I'm switching directions to bring these forward. So last one here, good. Now we're gonna do big arm circles forward. Shoulders stay down. Neck stays relaxed. What I like about the front big circles is that those chest muscles can help out, which is good. But just don't, like I said, use momentum and try to fling those arms around, right? So staying nice and centered and anchored through that torso and letting your muscles in those shoulders and the rest of the arms do the work here. Good, so we've got 8 more like this. Here's 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, arms back out to that center position. This is now the middle of your circle that's the size of a volleyball. And we're going to do those circles back. So circling around that volleyball, trying to keep the center of the volleyball at shoulder height. So you're coming half a volleyball higher, half a volleyball lower. Good. Keep those exterior neck muscles relaxed. If you have to, you can always stretch an arm in across, stretch an arm in across, and come right back to where we are. 4 more of these, then we're switching them forward. Good. Volleyballs forward. Circle, 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 circle. Shoulders down, neck relaxed. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for a moment. We're going to go back up to that position for our tennis ball size circle. So come back here and tennis balls circle back. Circle, circle, circle. These go faster because they're smaller. And 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're going to switch those circles forward. Switch forward. Keep circling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come down for a moment. All right, we're going to now bring our arms forward. My palms are facing down. We're going to cross and cross. Now I want you to make sure you're crossing more than just those wrist crossing, but come at least halfway down those forearms at that cross, and then Other side, and cross, cross, cross. Chest lifted, shoulders down. So focusing into that chest as you cross, 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 right? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, palms up, cross, 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 right? With palms facing up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, palms facing out towards those walls, okay? Chest lifted, shoulders down, and then we're going to press those palms out, pull elbows in. All right, so as you're pulling in, I really want you to think about drawing those elbows in as far as you can, and then pressing out. Elbows in, press, pull, press, pull, press. So that press is at shoulder height. Pull, press, pull, press, pull, press, pull, press. Keep going. Press, 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 press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I want you to do little pulse presses at the end. Press, 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 press. Palms facing out towards the walls to either side of you. Press, 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 press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull in. Now, palms up. I want you to think about for these ones, like as if you're holding two volleyballs and not letting them drop. So I draw those elbows in, and then I want to press those hands up so that wrists are just over my head, and then pull those elbows in. All right, all the while with palms up and not dropping the volleyballs. Press, pull, press, pull, press, pull, press, and pull. Good. Eight more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then at the top, I want you to do little pulses. Palms are up. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Press it out here. And we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it in. Very good. Pull one arm up and across and just stretch that shoulder. Release. Lower the arm slightly and pull back in to get a bit of a different angle on that stretch. And then other arm up and across at shoulder height. And then release, a lower slightly, pull back in. And then your hands are going to come to your hips. Take an ear to a shoulder, gently open up through the side of that neck and top of that shoulder. And then switch to the other side. One more time each way. And then switch to the other side. Bring that head up before you look down, and then go into half neck circles, 3 of them. So circling that chin up to one shoulder, down and around up to the other shoulder. And you do that 3 times each way. Once you've done 3 times each way, I want you to bring the chin down before you pull the head back up. Once the head's up, you're going to do 3 or 4 shoulder circles back, 3 or 4 shoulder circles forward to loosen that up. And then we're going to go and finish off with a few ab exercises here. So starting lying on our back with our feet hip width apart. And then we're going to bring your legs up to tabletop, right? So push those hands against your knee till you straighten those arms. Just put those knees directly over those hips and then alternating tap and tap. So just don't bend the knee like that and tap, right? You're gonna hinge at the hip and try to keep that 90-degree bend in that knee. Now, you're also focusing in on that belly button, so you're pulling that belly button in. You're anchoring those hips by engaging that deep inner core, and check in with that lower back. You want to either A, be maintaining your natural curve, whatever that is, so it might arch a little bit off the mat. Everybody's different, but you want to make sure you're in that neutral position. Now, if you're not sure or you feel any strain there, what you can do then is press that lower back into the mat, and then that will protect that. Good. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull those knees briefly in, and then come back to feet on the mat, hip width apart. Now, arms are here. You're going to do side bends to tap. You're going to try to tap your heel. Now, I've got a long torso, so this one's a little bit hard for me to reach that ankle, but that's the intention. So you do these little side bends to tap those ankles. Tap, 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 tap. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pull those knees in and put it down. Drop knees to one side. Bring it back up. Drop knees to other side and bring it back up. And then we're going to go to straighten our legs here. And so part of the work is straightening. This is not straight, right? So engage that core. Press through those legs to straighten. That's part of the work here. And then you're going to drop those toes about 1 foot distance and then pull them back up straight to perpendicular. So your legs are perpendicular with the ground. All right, so down about 1 foot and then pull it back in. So belly button in. Engage that pelvic floor to cue that deep inner core. And you can either press that lower back into the mat or engage that core to maintain that natural curve in your lower back. Either way, you're engaging that core. But if you're not sure if you're staying in neutral with that back, then push that lower back into the floor. Good. For 8 and 7, straight legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull those knees in. Do a little bit of a rock and roll here. And then reach leg long, reach leg long. Reach towards opposite directions. Creating a nice lengthening stretch through that torso. Good, and then we're going to bring it up and finish off with a pigeon stretch. So you'll bring one bent knee in front, reach a straight leg out behind, and reach that chest forward. Sinking into that stretch. And you can either stay up here reaching that chest forward, or you could roll right down over that bent knee and relax it there. Regardless, take some nice deep breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, switch it to the other side. Same thing, chest reaches forward. And you can either keep it up here for this stretch, or you could roll right down over that bent knee and hang out there. Take in some deep breaths. Excellent. And when you're ready, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me.